Welcome to another MintMadCow video. Today is going to be a little bit different from a normal video as some pretty big news hit and I didn't even know it hit. I didn't even know that my dreams were about to come true. I know it sounds a little bit overdramatic, but I'm not even kidding. This is possibly what could save the wilderness. And the reason why I didn't know about this update is, one, I don't read updates, right? So that's why it's a new video. I don't go over Runescape updates. And if you guys want me to go over certain updates and you like this video, let me know, all right? Comment. Tell me if you guys are excited for this stuff too, man. Just give me some feedback because this is going to be a little different. But the main reason why I didn't know wilderness updates were possibly happening is because the title of this blog is Blowpipe Ammunition Changes and Small Fixes. That's the title. That's I swear, dude. I swear. I love you, RuneScape, for what you're about to implement, but could you put Revenant Cave Changes, Wilderness Slayer in a mansion or whatever you're going to put it into? Like something that grabs my attention, not Blowpipe Ammunition Changes. I mean, come on, man. Like, if you missed this, and a lot of people are talking about it, if you missed this, just scroll down to what's called the ongoing PvP changes. Now, I can't say if this is promised or when it's going to happen, but I can say that they have finally decided on a solution to revs. They were talking about adding roaming revs to RuneScape, and they thought about it very hard, and they almost went with that idea. But sadly, right here in this paragraph it says, unfortunately, we will not be moving forward with roaming revs. These were first created as a replacement for PvP. They were there to emulate the experience of being attacked by a pker. We fear that roaming revenants will quickly become annoying for both PVMers and PKers. No, they won't. I mean, they could be annoying, but they're badass. But they didn't go with the roaming rev idea, and I was very disappointed. I didn't like the way they worded it. Like, the RuneScape wilderness is so active that revs roaming would totally... No, it's dead. It needs to roam. But their solution, instead of roaming revs, is kind of why I'm making this video. It's kind of mind-blowing what they're about to do to revenants. I didn't see this coming. I really thought they would go with revenants that would roam the wild. And these are kind of roaming revenants in a way. So this leaves us with the second option, modifying the caves. Research we've conducted, and they like to use the word research in this blog a lot, which, I mean, they act like they're at a lab, but, you know, more power to you guys. The research that they conducted seems to indicate that the problems of revenant caves are more to do with the nefarious ways they are being used. You mean like protection clans and RWT, and I love you Venezuelans. I know I got a lot of Venezuelan viewers. Make some noise in the comment section. I'll try to decipher it, but Venezuelan clans, yes, a big problem. You guys have over like half the world's locked down. But this is the reason why they went with the second cave option, which I think the first option, which would have been roaming revs, would have fixed that completely. I mean, obviously you can't lock down the whole wild. It would have gave more room to grow, but I still really like what they did with the second option. To begin with, we'll be distributing the revenants all throughout the caves. They will be roaming free. So the whole revenant caves linked to the Slayer, the Wilderness Slayer area where they had the, the Black Demons, the Ice Giants, the Hellhounds, that is going to be wiped, and they're just going to have revenants roaming that area. And they're going to be like from lower level revs to higher level revs. I think that's a pretty cool idea. I think using the whole cave as a revenant haven is not a bad idea. Having them all in one place where you can lock it down is a bad idea. But obviously if they have the best revenants in a certain area, you can still lock that down. So how are they going to get around locking caves down with protection clans, right? Because if it's still multi, you're still going to get locked down no matter what. This, my friends, is the genius idea. And I do want to credit myself. They did not get this idea from me. But years ago, I had an idea where it wouldn't be multi, and it wouldn't be single combat. It would be a combat in between where you could attack people off monsters and you would have priority. I thought that'd be perfect. I thought maybe they should add an item to the game that makes it so you have priority over monsters. Never happened until now. They're calling it Singles Plus. like Comfort Plus in an airline. But Singles Plus, what a name. The plus in Singles Plus is how we plan to solve this issue. To put simply, PvP combat will always take priority in Revenant Caves. So it's going to be all singles in Revenants. There might be some multi-areas, I'm not too sure, but it's going to be majority singles, right? So you can't protect it with a clan because, well, you got like 20 dudes in rune crossbows and snakeskin hats. What are they going to do, just stand there? So it's going to be all singles. And if you go PK there and someone's on a monster, you could attack them off it. They can't box in Revenant Caves. They can't do anything. And I think it's going to be beautiful. Such a beautiful solution. I'm absolutely excited about PKing in there. If this does happen, I don't know. It's where they're leaning towards, right? They always play with my emotions. It's like, just jump. Don't lean. Jump. Do this. This would be amazing. Singles Plus not only needs to be in Revenant Caves, put it on Hobgoblins, right? How about Green Dragons? Put Singles Plus at Green Dragons, every Green Dragon spot. The bots are going to get wiped instantly. If you can just kill a bot without PJing it from a dragon, you're going to not only make money, but you're going to wipe out the bots. I mean, use this in everywhere in the wild. This is fantastic. Boxing has been such a problem in RuneScape for so long. And to solve the Revenant solution, because they were put up against a wall. Right, RWT, Protection Clans, everybody, please fix the cave. It finally got put up against a wall, and they came out with something that literally could save all of the wild. So if they put their minds to it, they can get things done. But this is not even the best part. One of my older ideas where they would add a Wilderness Slayer mansion. So my idea that I had they didn't get this idea from me, by the way. I like talking about where I founded this stuff in my brain. And I always thought it'd be a really cool idea if they had a regular Slayer cave that had like abyssal demons, all this stuff, but in the wild, in a dangerous place where you can get PK'd at any moment. It gave you like a little more experience and a little more loot, and that is it. And it would just be fantastic, and it'd be really good to use. That idea is kind of like the idea they're implementing, but a little bit different, and it gets me very excited. They're going to be moving every monster from the Rev Slayer cave into its own Wilderness Slayer dungeon. They said it's going to be located south of the Laren's Chest and northwest of Venenatis. Like near Vedion or something? I don't know. I'll have to have that drawn out. I can't think about what that means in my head, but I absolutely love this idea. And the whole dungeon will be multi-way combat. So for anyone who was messing around at the Revs and they're like, oh, I wasn't in those Protect clans, but I enjoyed PKing with the homies, this is going to be your new spot. The dungeon is going to be full multi. It's going to have a lot of monsters in there. And they're going to make it so huge that they're going to be adding even more monsters that are not on the Wilderness Slayer list right now. So we could be seeing gargoyles, maybe abyssal demons. I mean, I love the fact that you could make bank in the wild. It is risky, you get rewarded, and then you can go PK there. And this is perfect. And my idea where they would add incentives to doing Wilderness Slayer in the dungeon, you know, they have this as well. So all the creatures in the new dungeon will have a boosted chance to drop Laren's keys. If you don't know about that, a lot of people complain that Laren's keys are very, very rare to find. 1 every 3 Slayer tasks, or maybe you get 4 in 1. It's just so random, so this is going to kind of help people grinding out those keys if you're really going for the Laren's keys. So, just to reiterate, new Wilderness ideas coming into the game. Singles Plus. Something that's not singles, but something that's not multi. You will have an advantage over the NPC that's fighting the person you want to attack, so you'll always get first hit. Then they're going to make Revenants roaming in the whole Slayer cave. There's going to be lower level Revenants, higher level Revenants. They're probably going to be grouped up together, and there's going to be various areas of the cave where you go deeper into the cave, it's going to get more dangerous. And finally, every monster that was in the Revenant Slayer cave that wasn't a Rev is being moved into the Slayer dungeon, which will have a bonus drop of Laren's keys and no experience, but going to be all multi, rock PK, whatever kind of PK you want to do, going to be perfect. We got something for single PKers, duo PKers, and clans. I think it's an absolute beautiful fit. I'm very excited. I know this video is different, but this is huge. This is huge. This is going to be game breaking. I don't know when this is coming out. If you have any more information, please comment it down below. I'm going to be reading everything. I want to know when it's going to be released, if it's going to be released, new updates coming in. Should be amazing. I'm not going to go over anything else. Really not, you know, Vesta long swords, toxic blowpipe. I mean, who titles? Why would you title it that? Is there more people in RuneScape that care about blowpipe ammunition than a whole Revenant cave change? Some of you are going to say yes. I don't think so. I think Rev caves are a pretty big issue, and I don't understand. I do not understand. Either way, guys, this is a little bit of a different video. If you like these kind of videos, I can make these very fast. I just kind of give my quick takes, a little bit of editing, and anything new that happens in RuneScape, I could be there for it. So just let me know. Make sure you're subscribed if you want a new video. I'll be uploading, of course, very soon. And like always, I will see you in the next episode.